Hey everybody, how's it going? I wanted to take the time to go ahead and shoot this video. I know it's kind of off topic from my WordPress videos that I normally do, but I have been getting everybody asking me, all my friends have called me and asked me, how do I start buying coins? How do I start investing in Bitcoin and altcoin and all this stuff? And I think it's really important that everybody kind of participate and get involved, and even if it's only $50 or $100 of an investment, make that movement, because I really think cryptocurrency is going to be the wave of the future. I mean, it really is. Think about how we went from cash to credit cards, and now they even got all kinds of pay with your phone and that kind of thing. So I think it's really going to be really important to participate in this. Don't go into it from an aspect of making money. Do it because you want to participate in the future of money and how you're going to shape the world by doing this. I really believe that. So anyhow, this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know as an American to buy cryptocurrency. It is a little bit difficult for Americans to be able to buy cryptocurrency. We have to go through different channels and multiple different websites. So the first website that we have to start with is Coinbase. And there are others. There's Bitstamp and there's a few others, but Coinbase is one that's pretty simple to use. The interface is easy enough to get around. And it really has a way to have a lower fee. So when you avoid the fees, you can really do yourself a big favor. I made that mistake at first, and it cost me quite a bit of money to use the transfers. So you start at Coinbase, and you have to start off by applying for an account. They're going to ask you for information. They're going to ask you for your identification and all of that information. And because it is kind of like banking, you're going to have to give them that information. It's a little bit tough to get over, but I wouldn't produce this video if I had already, or I wouldn't be telling you that to do it if I had lost my money, or I had seen that I lost my money. So everything's been okay. So you start here at Coinbase, right? That's the first thing you do. And then what you do is you're going to buy Litecoin. That's what you're going to do. So it's this one here. The reason why you buy Litecoin and not Bitcoin is because Litecoin transfers faster than Bitcoin does. So if you buy Bitcoin, I actually bought some Bitcoin and I had to wait about 2 hours before it actually transferred. So it made me really nervous that my money was in limbo for that long and I couldn't see it. So Litecoin, the speed is incredibly increased to the tune of, I think it only took like 15 or so minutes to transfer the Litecoin. So again, the first step, you're going to come here, buy this Litecoin. You click on the USD. You enter how much you want to buy. Like if you want to buy $100, you enter $100 there, and then it tells you how much Litecoin you get, right? So you buy the Litecoin. You click this buy Litecoin button here, and then it'll take you to a confirmation. Now I'm not going to do that right now because I don't want to buy any more coin. I've already invested my cap, and you should too. This really is kind of like gambling. You'll feel like you feel at the casino. So put your cap, set it, and don't go over it. Only invest what you're willing to lose 100% of. Okay? It's very important. Don't overextend yourself hoping to make a lot of money, because it may not happen. All right? I mean, it's pretty much guaranteed, but don't ever invest what you're not willing to lose. All right? So you buy the Litecoin. And once that's done, you'll get, like I said, the confirmation screen. It'll send you an email and everything will be confirmed. The Litecoin will show in your account immediately. All right. So then you'll come to this screen here where you have your wallets, and I'm going to block out a lot of portions of the screen, and because this is my information, I can't let it out, but but you'll see the missing pieces when you sign up for your account. So you'll have the Litecoin here, and then you click on that wallet and you'll be able to see that the funds are there. So this next step is you're going to move the money from Coinbase, the Litecoin. You're going to move the Litecoin from Coinbase to another website called GDAX. And the reason you move it to GDAX is because the fees are far, far lower in GDAX than they are here on Coinbase. All right. You can omit this step and transfer it right off to the third website where you'll actually be doing the buying. That's up to you, but you're going to be paying large fees, and I paid those fees a few times, and it really takes a chunk out of your investment. So we've got the Litecoin, it's here, and that's all good. The second, like I said, is going to be this website here called GDAX. So when you get here into GDAX, up on the left hand corner here, you're going to see this Litecoin, and just go ahead and click on really any one of those that say Litecoin, and then it's going to change this section right up here, so that way you're looking at this information right here as Litecoin. Okay. So when you're in this screen, you're going to click on deposit, because you're going to be depositing the money from Coinbase to GDAX, and it's not money, it's Litecoin. So you click on Coinbase account, and then your source is going to show right here. So you're going to select your source as being Litecoin. And then you can see that I don't have any funds for Litecoin, and that's okay, I know. But then the amount of Litecoin is going to show up here. And then you'll click deposit funds. And then the funds will take a couple of minutes to transfer over from Coinbase to GDAX. All right? Don't freak out. I was very much so on edge when I did this the first couple of times. Where's my money? I'm not a rich guy. So I'm just a regular guy like probably most of you watching this video. But don't freak out. Your money will pop up there shortly. And then when it does, you're going to see that you have a Litecoin balance right here. All right. So now that you've got the Litecoin balance in your GDAX account, now you're ready to move on to the third website. So the third website is called Binance. And Binance is a company in China. And feel however you want to feel about sending your money all over the world, but what we're doing here with cryptocurrency is truly global. So you're going to have to, I guess, get used to that. And it was something that I was a little, again, leery of, but I went for it because this is really something that I believe in, and I want other people to believe in it too. That's why I'm shooting this video, and it's definitely not 10:58, as you can see up here. It's far later than that, actually. So anyhow, this is Binance, and this is the actual place where you will purchase your coins. Okay. So the other two are just for you to exchange your US dollars into Litecoin, and then you move the Litecoin from Coinbase to GDAX to avoid the fees, and then you move your money from GDAX to Binance to actually make your purchases and put your money into the market. That's what Binance is there for. Okay? So what you're going to do is when you get in this screen, you're going to find Litecoin. and it's going to say this LTC. This is something you need to be very, very aware of what you're doing. You need to walk down this hill, because if you make a mistake and you don't do one of these steps right, you can literally lose your money. And there's nothing anyone can do about it. There's nothing anyone can do about it because you made a mistake. So you cannot make a mistake here, okay? You'll find LTC. It'll be in this list here somewhere. Once you see LTC, you click on deposit. This window will drop open. And right here, you're going to have basically your Litecoin wallet address, your deposit address. You're going to want to copy this, and it's got a button over here where you can copy it. Personally, I like to highlight it all the way, and I actually paste it into a notepad before I paste it into the website, into GDAX rather. Okay, just to make sure that I've copied it absolutely correctly, because this, again, you don't want to screw this up. So you copy this, then you go back to GDAX, and you're going to make a withdrawal from GDAX. And then you're going to do a LTC address. You're going to pick how much, and then you can click on this max right up here, and it'll transfer the maximum amount for you automatically. So you want to do that because you want to move all of your Litecoin out of GDAX, and you want to put it all in Binance. Or you don't have to, but normally that's what you're going to do. That's what I do. So, and then you're going to paste in here. So you're going to paste in that number, that destination number here. But before you click any other buttons, toggle between the screens and verify that the first 4 numbers are correct, or the first 4 characters are correct, and then verify that the last 4 characters are correct. So that way you know you've got the beginning and the end copied correctly, okay? I don't want to hear any comments that you made that mistake. I'll feel really bad. Everything that you're going to be dealing with here is going to work on a 2-factor authentication as well. So you'll have to have your cell phone right with you when you do these transactions, because it's going to send you multiple codes, and you need to enter those codes quickly. They don't give you much time. You're also going to have Google Authenticator, but as you sign up for the websites, they will tell you, go get Google Authenticator. All right? So that's that. Once Google Authenticator sends you the code, you type the code in here, or you get an SMS message, a text message, you type the code in here. You got to click get code. I'm sorry, it's late. You got to click get code first, and then it's going to send you a text message with the code. You enter the code here, and then once you've made all your verifications, make another verification, make sure everything's correct, and then click on withdraw funds. So once you click on withdraw funds, the funds are literally going to go from your GDAX account to Binance. This process can take a little bit of time. Don't freak out. I started freaking out the first time, especially with the Bitcoin, because the Bitcoin, I didn't transfer a little bit, I transferred quite a bit. That I wouldn't have wanted to lose that fast without playing it in the market first. So, excuse me, I had to shift. So yeah, this can take some time. The most it's taken me so far with the Bitcoin was about 2 hours. Okay, so Litecoin was a lot faster. It was about 20 minutes. So that's it. You're done with GDAX at this point, and you're done with Coinbase at this point, because again, let me just recap. You started at Coinbase, you bought Litecoin, you moved the Litecoin from Coinbase to GDAX, and now you just moved the money moved the Litecoin from GDAX to Binance. All right? And I'm sorry if you're upset that I'm going through it slow, but I want to make sure I get these steps correct for you, just the same way that I hope you would use the same caution when you're going through this, and step your way through it nice and slow. So once that process is all complete and the money does move over into Binance, you'll be ready. You'll see it pop up here, and I'm going to, under this where you see total balance and available balance, and I'm going to block all those out, but where you see that, you'll see that you have money, and then also up here by estimated value, you'll see that you have Litecoin. Okay, it'll say LTC, or you say estimated value, and then it'll give you some information. Now Binance works off of Bitcoin. That's it. There's only a couple of currencies that you can buy with, so I'm going to show you that now. So up in the upper left hand corner, up the left hand side, you click on, or you hover over exchange, and then just go to basic. You can check out the advanced, and once you have your account you can click all over, but I'm not trying to click around too much because I got to block out a lot of stuff. The editing is terrible. So so we're here in the buy section, right, of Binance. You could see we've got charts and we've got all kinds of stuff. But right up here, you've got a search box. You click on that search box and you type in LTC, right? And you get this LTC to BTC. You click on it. And then you're going to see this pink button, sell LTC, because now you've got Litecoin. But in order for you to purchase whatever coin you decide you want to purchase, you need to have either Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, which BNB is actually Binance's coin, and USDT. I haven't done any research on that, so I can't comment on that, but I'll do research. I did a little bit of a looking it up, but I wasn't interested in whatever it was saying. I only buy coin that I'm interested in what the coin does, and I'll cover that in another video. I'm going to shoot another video about, you know, kind of what I know about the coins. But so the first thing you're going to want to do is sell the Litecoin, right? So you've got you're going to sell it for Bitcoin. You can see that here, and the amount, you could select the max amount, and then you got this 100%. That means 100% of your Litecoin you'll want to sell, and it'll pop up right here. And then you click the sell, and that'll instantly, pretty much instantly, transfer your Litecoin into Bitcoin. So now you own Bitcoin. So from there, you can go back up here to this search box, and you type in whatever coin you want to buy. So let's say you wanted to buy XRP, because Ripple is super popular, and I did buy some of that. So you type in XRP, and then notice also when you hover over these, you see where my mouse is up here? When you hover over these just to the left, you'll see what it's going for in US dollars. And this has been really key for me, because it's really hard to keep track with how many US dollars is this or that, or where am I gaining or losing money, and it gets a little crazy. A lot to wrap your head around here. So but hovering over that is really been a good thing. So that'll at least let you know what you're buying it for. So you, again, the market is constantly 24 hours a day moving up and down, up and down, up and down every minute. So you may want to wait and see if it goes down a little bit to save yourself a little bit of money, depending on how much you're going to invest. So once you make that decision, and you can refresh this screen, you just refresh it right up here, reload this page right up here, and and then this will refresh, and so will this number. This number will actually change. Let me go ahead and refresh it, and I'll show you. XRP. There it is. So it's still 98 cents. So you click on XRP, and now you're ready to, you've got your Bitcoin. That'll show up in this row. And then when you click in this row, it'll tell you the amount that you can buy. So you select whatever you want. You can do, if you hit 25%, it'll be 25% of your Bitcoin balance. That's what you'll be buying, and it'll tell you how much that is in XRP right in here. You can do 50, 75, or 100. Depends on how you want to split up your coin. That's something I can't tell you. I bought a few different coins, so you may want to diversify like that. It's totally up to you, though. And then you click the green button, buy XRP, and that's it. Now you now own XRP, and you're in the market. You are then subject to the ebbs and flows of the market. So be ready for that. You'll be on your phone watching it all the time, refreshing web pages like crazy. So yeah, and then from there, you'll learn the dashboards and everything like that. If you got any questions, leave them below. I'm not 100% expert, but I'm getting my way around it, so I'd be happy to answer any questions. Again, this information is really kind of pertains to Americans. I'm not sure how it works really in many other countries, but I know that the people in the other countries have more website options that they can go to. There's one that's pretty full-fledged. It's called eToro, but you've got to have a $500 minimum to get in with them. So this method, you can literally get in for $75, $100. You can get in the market and start buying. So yeah, I think that's all the information. I'm just trying to think if I missed anything. I didn't make notes for this. I wasn't even planning on shooting this video, but it was just information that I wanted to get out because I felt I had to get it done right now. So yeah, I think that's it. So please share this with your friends. Share it with your friends. Get them involved too. Get yourself involved, and be excited about it, and start talking about it, and make this movement away from the regular banks. It's going to change the world for the better. I really, again, I believe that, and that's why it's keeping me up at night. So thanks again. I really appreciate all you guys watching. For my regulars, my subscribers, oh man, I appreciate you guys through the years supporting me. I really do. It's been awesome, and the comments are amazing, absolutely amazing. So yeah, thanks again. Share this video with people you care about. Share this video right now. Share it, and they will thank you for it, and you will thank you for it. All right, bye bye.